Hello students, good morning. Welcome to your science class now. Students, today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 13, different types of houses. Before that, I want to state you that we have completed two chapters for annual exam. That is the Sun and Our Shadow, Chapter 11, The Sun and Our Shadow, Chapter 12, Seasons and Clothing. Okay, these two chapters are completed for annual exam. And if you have not completed the work that I have shared in Vasam, you must collect from the Vasam app and complete it. Okay, all the question answer then I have explained, given question answer, we have done exercises also. All this thing I have shared in WhatsApp app. You can collect from there. Okay, you must complete this all. Okay, now today we are going to start chapter 13, different types of houses. Students, we need a house to live in. Okay, we need, all of us need a house to live in. A house protects us from heat, cold, rain, that is bad weathers, uh, thieves, and wild animals. Okay, house a house can be big or small. People live in different types of houses. There are mainly two types of house, that is kacha house and pakka house. And another way you can tell that, I can say that there are two types of houses, permanent houses and temporary houses. Okay, so in two ways we can say types of houses. Okay, kacha houses, pakka houses. In another way we can say permanent houses and temporary houses. Okay, in cities and towns, houses are made up of bricks and cements. Bricks, then iron and cements, and these houses are permanent house, and they last for a long time. Okay, so students, one thing I want to tell you, what is a home? We can build a house with bricks, cement, and rods, that is of made up of iron rods. But what is home? What is a home? Home, that means a house in which we live with our families. That is called a home. Okay, when we live in a house with our families, okay, that is called a home. See, in your book it is also given, a house in which we live with our family is called a home. Okay, without family it will remain as house. Okay, so we feel safe and comfortable in our home. Okay, and so now we will learn about different types of houses. Temporary houses, some houses are not fixed at one place and they can move from one place to another place. These are called temporary houses, like houseboat, then tent. Tent is also a temporary house, then will caravan. Okay, these are temporary houses. Um, so a houseboat is a floating house. A houseboat is a floating house. What is a houseboat? A houseboat is a floating house. It moves on water. Houseboats are available in the lakes of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so in houseboat also we can see in Kerala in the backwater. Okay, in the backwater we can see in the Kerala. Okay, that is backwater is also called lakes. And tourists visit Kashmir and Kerala to enjoy uh, and their stay in houseboats. Now, will caravan or caravan. Some people move from one place to another place, okay, in search of food and water. In that case, and they are called nomads. The people who move from one place to another or from place to place in search of food and water, they are called nomads. Okay, khana badosh. Okay, or you can say nomads. So they are also called a type of nomads are called Banjara. Okay, for example, that is Banjara is a type of nomads. These people live in houses on wheels. Okay, so these houses are called wheel caravans. These houses are called wheel caravans. Okay, and caravans are mobile vehicle and can be driven from place to place and parked anywhere. It can be parked anywhere. So now next is your tent. Some houses are made up of canvas. Canvas is a type of thick cloth and they are called tent. They can be easily folded and carried along. They are very easy to put up. Okay, tents are mainly used by the mountaineers and also by the people during camping. So nowadays tents are also made up of synthetic materials. Okay. So, students, some people live in tents that is made up of thick clothes, okay, that is canvas. These tents can be easily moved and fixed at an other place. People put up a tent when they when they camp out in the open. So this is about tent, and nowadays tents are also made up of synthetic fibers, synthetic materials. So now we will learn about permanent houses. Houses that are fixed at one place are called permanent houses. Most people in the cities live in the most people in the cities or towns live in permanent houses. These houses cannot be moved from one place to another. So, multi-storied building and bungalows are permanent houses. This is the example for the permanent houses. A multi-story building has many flats. Okay, Uh, you have seen this. We have in our towns and cities, and the pictures are also given on page number 59. A multi-storied building, bungalow. Okay, so some apartment, apartment that is also multi-story building. Okay, and these building help to save space, and this you can say multi-building and bungalow are permanent houses and special type of houses. All houses are made according to the place where they are located. Okay, and this what it is, the special types of houses. That means all houses are made up of according to the place, according to the region, area where they are located. So that is the, for example, you can take igloo, then stilt house. Okay, so one thing more, people living in the villages, that is in rural area, mostly they have hut type houses, hut, or you can say kacha houses. They are living in kacha houses. This nowadays some peoples are also in village are living in pakka houses. Okay, so now I am talking about the special houses. Igloo. Some people live in a polar region, very cold type of place. Okay, polar region. These places are covered with snow. Always they are covered with snow, and so they make houses of snow. So they make houses of ice and snow. Okay, and so they make houses of ice and snow for what? To live in. These houses are called igloos. Okay, the houses that are made up of snows and ice, that is called igloos. And where you will find this type of houses, this type of houses can be found in polar region. Okay, people in very cold place live in snow houses, and that is called igloos. And they are made up of snow and built in the shape of dome type of shape. The igloos are of dome type of shape. Okay, and you can see the picture is given here. Dome, that the shape is called dome type of shape, the shape of dome. It has long and narrow opening. Igloo has long and narrow openings that allow people to enter but keep the cold out. Okay, so they have the entering spaces, the space they kept for to enter in the igloo is very small. Okay, it has a long and narrow opening, and that allows people to enter but keeps the cold out. That is about igloo. Okay, students, and now about stilt house. Have you ever heard about stilt house? These are built in the region. These are built in region where too much rain causes regular flooding. Okay, too much rain causes regular flooding, and stilts are used to support house. The stilt, the poles of uh, bamboos, okay, poles of wood. These poles are called stilts, and stilts are used to support house, which is built above the surface of land and water, above the surface of land and water. The extra height protects the house from flood water. So this type of houses are made up of wooden house. Okay, mostly this is made up of wooden house, and the poles are also made up of wood and bamboos are also wood, like that. The base of the house is quite height, in above the ground level. It is made quite above, quite height from the ground level. Such houses are called stilt houses. The houses are made in areas which get flooded due to heavy rainfall. Okay, students, so you understood these are built in the region where too much rain causes flooding, regular flooding. So this is about types of the houses. Now you can see materials to build houses. Materials to build houses, that means that is an activity you have to do. Okay, so this is homework for you. This is write down homework tomorrow and give the date. Today's date is 05/01 2021. Okay, this is very easy. You can complete it. Okay, so this is what for today, students. Let us, we will see what are the materials that people use to make houses: bricks, clay, cement, straw, bamboo, steel. Steel is, that means iron steel. Okay, iron rods, that is steel. So these are the materials that people use to make houses. So this is what for today's students, and you have to go through the chapter, read twice and thrice, and memorize spellings, and complete your homework. And this is what for today. The class ends here, and good day.